What's up, everybody? It's waba, and in this video I wanted to touch on Siege Ballista again. I did play Siege Ballista in the Parandus Hardcore League, and when I did Siege Ballista, I used the Iron Commander unique bow. And honestly, this build went so much better than I ever could have imagined. I remember when the Iron Commander unique bow had been announced that I had looked into it and I tried to theory craft a build because, you know, everyone was like, oh, you could get 1,000 plus dexterity, and I pretty much had determined that getting so much dexterity and stacking your physical damage was absolutely not the way to go for Iron Commander. So therefore, the Elemental Iron Commander build was born, and I got it to level 95. It does really, really well. This is actually it right now in the current state of the game, still as a champion. And if you wanted to play a Siege Ballista build using Iron Commander, you could do this exact build the same way that I did it. It would still do really well. It would still carry you to a lot of content. But a couple of things have changed since then, and not necessarily in the passive tree, but more importantly with the ascendancies and with some unique items that we have. The first unique item that I'm going to talk about is the Kintsugi. Now, Kintsugi pretty much is a really good, unique, exquisite leather chest piece that makes it to where when you have not taken damage recently, you take 20% less damage. And this is kind of what I was using Champion for. Like, this chest piece is essentially fortify in a chest piece, you know. So you could use this chest piece and you could go another ascendancy, be it a Deadeye for an extra projectile and, you know, some nice damage with your projectiles, or you could go maybe a Raider to make your frenzy charges super buff. I personally didn't like Raider because the one thing that kind of sucks when your frenzy charges are so damn good is when you don't have your frenzy charges, your build kind of feels terrible. So if they ever fell off, it kind of sucked. The other chess piece though, and this chess piece doesn't really affect it the same way. It's not direct, but Cosprey's Will is something that you could use. And when I say you could use this, it's because you could technically, and this is just the idea. This is actually why I wanted to make this video, because I've seen people talk about this here and there. They've talked about doing like poison Siege Ballista builds. And with this build right now, with the way I have it set up, you go entirely crit, and you have a like 75% chance to crit. So if you were actually to go Assassin with a Cosprey's Will, and you would just change your supports, like possibly use you would use like faster attacks, added chaos, crit chance, pierce, and then if you're wearing a Cosprey's Will, you could swap in void manipulation or possibly slower projectiles if you wanted to. Or if you don't have a Cosprey's Will, your 6th link would be poison. And the reason why I think this is something that could potentially be really good is because, well, poison's kind of OP. And when you have 4 totems blasting away, you're going to stack poison very, very fast. And it's going to be the same. I mean, your AoE clear speed is going to essentially be the same. The only place that this gets substantially better is in your boss killing potential. Now, in this video clip that is playing right now, I just did a conservatory with blood magic, so I'm not wearing my auras. So as you could see, like I'm clearing everything pretty fine without having auras. And why I bring that up is because if you were to go a poison style build with Siege Ballista, you don't really have many choices in auras. Your best bet is probably to run like a dual curse blasphemy setup with clarity or just something like that, because in this build I'm running Wrath. And Wrath is huge for me. I'm running Wrath and Herald of Thunder, but with a chaos poison style build with Siege Ballista, you would have to run. You would probably run something like Temp Chain's vulnerability on Blasphemy, and I think that would actually work out pretty well. And there's definitely a lot of potential there. You also technically don't need to use a Cosprey's Will to curse. You could use Snakebite Assassin Gloves. They make it to where your attack's poison when you are at max frenzy charges, and it's pretty easy to maintain your frenzy charges, especially once you have all the duration nodes and everything. And this is what I was doing on this build anyway. Honestly, Siege Ballista is a lot of fun. If you're looking for a build right now for the Essence League, I would suggest looking into it. And, you know, you could either do the Elemental version, or you could do the Poison version that I'm kind of talking about now, and that would be with Assassin and Toxic Delivery and Deadly Infusion. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that idea. I'm going to be trying that as soon as I can. As soon as I have a full passive reset on one of my shadows, I'm going to be changing things around, and I will send everything over, and I'll give it a shot and see actually how it goes, because I really liked Siege Ballista when I played it. It was a lot of fun. It was a really active playstyle. It was fast. Honestly, it was way better than I thought it would be, and I think a lot of people, you know, they saw that in it too. Like, they didn't realize how good Siege Ballista could be with an Iron Commander. And so yeah, I'm gonna be trying that out as soon as I can. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good one. Just gonna leave it at that. See you guys later.